Travis here from Gateway Airguns and another grip review. This bad boy we got here came to us from my good friend JJ, Justin Jacobson, over at Utah Airguns. And you probably saw this on the Airgun Expo, but I brought it home. Oh baby, the Air Max Caiman X in 22. We're gonna set this bad boy up and shoot it over the chronograph and do some target shooting. But let me tell you, just from my experience at the Airgun Expo with this gun, it is a laser beam. And the other thing is, and it's something you really can't pick up over video with the audio, but it is the quietest air rifle I've ever owned. It is mad quiet. JJ sent us with this beautiful Athlon Talus scope. Fits perfect. It's a great reticle. I think a lot of people own this scope for their air rifles, and yeah, it works perfect here. All right, get ready. It's the Air Max Caiman X for review coming up. All right, we got her out of the box. The Caiman X is just one sexy lady. This is a wood stock. Look at the curvature and the finish on this. It's amazing. I thought it was painted alloy, but it isn't. It's actual real wood. It's amazing how they did this. It's a two-piece frame that they have. Is that crazy? It's gorgeous. Anyway, the gun comes with a two-stage trigger. It's adjustable underneath by the trigger blade. The cocking lever is real short and crisp. The gun is wicked quiet. We're in a house here, so. And the snap is just amazing. It is such an efficient gun. It is regulated. The regulator's inside the gun. It's not adjustable externally, but it can be done internally. Here's the pressure gauge up here on the front. The grip is extremely comfortable and well thought out how they placed it on the gun itself. Has a rubber butt pad that's adjustable. This is the loading port where the magazine goes. It came with 2 magazines. Look at that wood, crazy. And that little block off plate right there is so you can switch the cocking lever to right or left. It's currently set up left, which is how I like it when I'm shooting off a bench. It has a nice rail on top, so you can mount your Picatinny rings. It has a rail on the bottom for a bipod, flashlight, what have you. One of the other beautiful features is it has a 1/2-20 UNF, so you can put on any moderator you like my boy Donnie FL. Put a little Tonto on here or something. Also, let's get a close-up of this. See these sections? Each one of these sections unscrew so you can make it shorter or longer. If it's not quiet enough, then you simply just buy more sections and screw them together and screw it on here. And you move the 1/2-20 to the outside if you want, or just use the end cap that came with it. So yeah, you can make it really short by taking all of these off and just putting your end cap there, or If you want it super, super quiet, you can add more extensions, more baffles. The baffles are alloy, 100% alloy, no plastic. There's no plastic on this gun anywhere. It is all wood and alloy. It's very, very well made. The trigger is super crisp. I measured it at 1 pound exactly, but it can be adjusted. It has no creep to it. It breaks like glass. It's a fantastic. It's probably the best bullpup trigger I've ever tested. The guys at Air Max worked with another company and then ventured off on their own. So they've been around a long time, and they certainly know how to build an air rifle. Like I stated earlier, this gun is probably the quietest air rifle I've ever purchased without modifications, without any modifications at all. It is backyard friendly and then some. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. The shot cycle is so short and snappy. That's where the safety is. That's where the fill probe goes to fill up the gun. All right, well, enough talking about this beautiful Caiman X from Utah Airguns. Let's take her outside and give her the once over so you can see what I already know. This thing is deadly quiet and super accurate, and it gets a ton of shots, just a ton, because it's so well engineered. Really excited about this gun. As you can tell, it's one of the best air rifles I've ever owned, and it is not even priced like crazy. You know, it's not a $2,000 gun or $1,800 gun or $1,700 gun. Go to Utah Airguns. I believe they have them in stock in different colors too. And this is the Caiman X, which is the big one. They actually have the regular Caiman, which is quite a bit smaller even than this. And this is a pretty small bullpup to start with. Okay, folks, let's get her outside and let's have some fun. So I came out here and got the Caiman all set up on the bench. Was shooting it up there at the 60-yard target, which I put there. That's where my target box is now. But she was shooting fast, man. I got the 18 grain JSBs. She was pumping them out there at 1,041 feet per second. I go, oh boy, that's a little hot. So I just wanted to show you where the power adjuster is on this. It's really simple. This screw right here, you got to loosen up. It's the hammer tension screw. Use a 2.5 millimeter. And then down here on the bottom is a 5 millimeter adjusting screw. So we're going to back that baby out, put her back on the chronograph, and make sure she's not too hot. I want to shoot it somewhere around 920-ish maybe. So we'll just pop one here and see where we're at. Okay, 860. So I backed it off too far. So I'll go ahead and get this adjusted. I just wanted to show you how to do it. It's really, really simple. Once again, great engineering with the Caiman. And let me get her set, and then we'll start shooting some splatter targets up there at 60 yards. Be right back. So I decided to do something a little bit different today than I do in my reviews. I put a splatter target up here on my box on this tree at 60 yards. And instead of having the camera here at the target, I'm going to take it back down to the hot tub down there, and we're going to film it all in one go. And the reason is this: I want to talk about the gun and want you to hear the sound level, and the operation of it is so slick and smooth. I just think, you know, me talking about it instead of the camera being a mile away and just watching the bullets hit it will be more productive. So let's just see how this goes. Dogs are chasing butterflies. Black labs. They're all crazy. All right, so we're back. We're all set up here. Got the chronograph set up. We're shooting the 18 grain JSBs. I'll give you I got it set around 860. I found that to be a pretty good speed. It can go a whole lot faster. I had those 18 grains up earlier, well over 1,000. I had to back it down. 860 is a real, 860 to 880 is a really good speed for this range. Plus it keeps the noise level down in the gun, which I like personally. I like a really quiet gun. Anyway, we got the spider target up there, and then what we'll do is we'll shoot our group and then we'll walk back up there. So we'll do this all in one go. There goes the labs. Okay, that was 861. $865. $867. $870. Like one. And the mags change over real, and they're small, tiny. They just slide in real easy. Very mechanical, real tight. The side lever functions beautifully. It can be on the left or the right side of the gun. The trigger is amazing. I'm super impressed with this gun. And it is, I mean, it is just a flat out laser beam, as you're going to see when we go up there. 870. $870. Okay, let me pick another spot on that target. I'm shooting the dot on the... Oh no! The dog just tore it down. Olive! Oh. Bad girl! Bad girl! Oh, it's the life of black labs. I thought I set it up high enough where she couldn't jump up there and get it. But she did. So we'll go look at our target anyway. I was going to shoot another another magazine, but I think we'll get the picture here. Sorry about that, gang, but the dog jumped up and hit the target and pulled it down. Okay, 60 yards. As you can see, we got quite a bit of breeze too. And there it is. Right there. And without any wind, it can easily fit into that tiny, tiny circle. It's just a little bit outside of it right now. But fantastic shooter. I mean, the gun is just a laser beam. I'm surprised the dog could pull that. Oh, she bit my magnet off. So I got this set up where these magnets hold it on, and she grabbed the bottom magnet and tore it off. Okay, well, that was fun. Let's go back and set it up again and have some more fun. I got the magnets back on there. The old target is down here. We'll go for the bullseye here and see how many. Well, we'll just shoot in here a bunch, and hopefully that one of these knuckleheads don't tear it off again. Let me grab this one while we're here. Leave the target alone, Olive. All right, back we go. Okay, we're all set up again, and hopefully Olive will behave. Olive, I'm talking to you. She's gonna take off running at this target here. So we'll try to get these shots in before she gets up there and tears it down, or I'll distract her somehow. So we're going for the middle target, and see, that's the first stage. If you can see my finger, it's there. You can feel it hit the wall really well. There's no, you're never looking for it. It just feels great. Olive, no, no. I got to keep both eyes while I'm shooting. She keeps running up there. Be a good girl. All right, she's all the way back down. We'll keep on shooting here. These are all around the 870 foot per second range. The gun is just, I mean, it's nearly flawless. There's hardly anything I don't like about it. It is a little on the heavy side, I guess. I guess that's about the only thing I can say. It's so bloody quiet. I mean, I'm sure you can hear it. I mean, the only noise I really hear is the hammer hitting the back of the valve. And like, it doesn't have the extenders on here, and it doesn't have a moderator, just the baffles that came with it. It is really backyard quiet in almost any environment. Okay, well, let's go look at that. The dog didn't tear it down. The wind calmed down for a second, so I think we'll do a little bit better. Banjo jumping up the tree. Black labs are crazy. This Caiman X is a 22. It is the long version. It's the X version, not the standard. We are shooting at 60 yards on the dot, lasered with my golf rangefinder. Here's our second group. A little bit better shooting conditions this time. There you go. My pinky. Look at that. Amazing shooting gun. Just amazing. And I'll tell you what too, those aren't the best pellets. They are my B grade pellets because, well, I ran out of pellets, and those are some that I set aside because they weren't even my A grade stuff. And hopefully we'll be getting pellets in again soon, because this lack of pellet issue is really affecting us all. Anyway, that Caiman X is one shooter, man. One shooter, let me tell you. We'll get back to her. Okay, folks, that pretty much is the shooting part of this tutorial here. The gun, I want to show it to you outside here in the light. This is a wood stock. I mean, it's hard to believe that they could carve a wood so precisely to fit around everything like it does, and it feels fabulous. Feels awesome. I know you want to go play, Olive. I know. And the half 20 UNF, you just don't need it. It is it is absolutely super quiet. I mean, and it cycles so well. It has a biathlon style side lever, and it's a pretty short stroke. The trigger, 2-stage. totally adjustable. When you shoot it and it breaks, no over travel. Did you hear that thing? Did you hear it? Amazing. Air Max Caiman X. The only place you can get them in the United States is Utah Airguns. And tell JJ, Justin Jacobson, Travis sent you from Gateway to Airguns, and he might give you a deal. He might give you a couple bucks off or something. Who knows? Adjustable cheek pad. As you can see, you just loosen this screw and it moves up and down. The safety right there. Easy to access, easy to operate. Magazine well is nice. I'll tell you one feature too that Rick Utzler pointed out. He does not like bullpups. He hates them. He finds them very uncomfortable because you have to have super high rings, and it forces you know, you to have some bad optics. But what they did here, and I'll try to scoot back, is they sloped this down and away. So you can use regular medium-sized rings and you don't have to have a really weird cheek weld or anything. So you got a lot of space as this drops away to put your cheek weld on here, and on the wood it feels great. So the designers of this gun really thought this bullpup out. Fantastic job, guys. This is probably the top 2 or 3 guns I've shot in the last couple years. It's just that good. This lever can be put on the other side right here, which makes it nice if you're a lefty or a righty. The fill port right up here uses this. It comes with its fill probe. Nothing special there. Anyway, call up JJ up there at Utah Airguns. Tell him you want yourself one of these Caiman X's or the Caiman, the smaller version. It's quite a bit smaller than this, and this is a tiny gun. Or the Catron. The Catron is another one of the Air Max guns, and we reviewed that too, and it shoots just as well as this. Fantastic. Our optics today was the Athlon Talus, which you can also pick up at Utah Airguns. It's a really good scope, super popular. First focal plane, reticle, mil dot, amazing, really good stuff. All right, guys, well that's it, and thank you again for supporting the Gateway to Airguns website and all of our fun events that we do, and we hope to see you at one of them this year. God bless.